Happy holidays, everybody. I hope that people are seeing this and everything is working well. I just thought I'd pop in and say hi and take any questions or comments and tell you about a couple things that we have going. And you'll see at the bottom of our screen now, we've got this really neat ticker feature. I think that's pretty cool. Uh, so I hope that you'll take heed to that and enter my holiday ornament contest. So let's see who's here. As you come in, please type in where you're from. I really would appreciate it very, very much. Type in where you're calling in from tonight. We've got a few people on board. I'm glad to take your questions and we'll go from there. Uh, Facebook user, GOAT. Now, that could mean I'm a goat, or it could mean I'm the greatest of all time. If I am, thank you so much. For people viewing through Facebook group, there should be a little note there to authenticate yourself with the app. That way, it'll show your name. So if you can go ahead and do that, I would appreciate it. Let me take a quick look here and see. So let me see real quick. Hey, Patrick, how you do? Hey, William. Hey, Jonathan. It's saying it's having some difficulty on Facebook, so I'm just going to go look and make sure that it's coming through. It's might have just been a temporary problem, so I'm just going in and checking right now to see if it's in fact going through to the group. And if it's not, we'll just carry on and go from there. But it said something about it wasn't going through to the group. Hi, Lois. Hi, Leslie. Provo, Utah in the house. Hey, Pennsylvania, just one state over. Hi, Anna. How are you? Good night. Hey, Luani, how's it doing? Fellow Buckeye. Michael from LA. Good to see you. I'm just going to go in here and see if it's streaming to the Facebook group. It doesn't look like it is. That's okay though. I'm not going to worry about it too much. You know, this is cutting edge technology we have here. Hi, Maggie. How you doing tonight? Now, one big reason I wanted to do this is I want to encourage people to enter my holiday ornament contest. You see that extended deadline there, 12/18. I have to receive it by 6 p.m. Eastern. And I have one example right here. This is a really nice one. I don't know how well you could see it. This is one, I think Janet Boyer did this one, and it's not wanting to focus on. There it is. That is a very attractive piece. And you can see the little skull there and the little bones. This little piece, you may not be able to see. It says 2019, but really, what great work. It's not focusing too well. I'll bring it next to my face. So hopefully folks will be able to check that out by entering my holiday ornament contest. And you have just several days, about a week to get your entry in. So details at jimharold.com/holiday. Anna says she's on the Facebook and she can see me just fine. So excellent. Hey, Lonnie, good to see you. Brad from Perth, all the way from Australia. Stan, hey Stan. Is it cold in Ohio? Is the Pope Catholic? No. Yeah, it's pretty cold. I mean, it could be a lot worse. We've been very lucky here in northern Ohio. Tonight I would say it's probably in the high 20s. I'm just guessing. No snow on the ground, so it's okay with me. Petty says hello. Nat says I'm the best. Thank you, Nat. I appreciate it very much. Nat had asked me the other day on my Plus Club how many exclusive shows that I put up just for Plus members. And I said 8. And there's a string I'm very proud of. And hopefully it will not be broken. I think the only thing that would really do that is health. Or some kind of weird technical glitch. But the Plus Club gets 8 extra episodes every month that you can't hear on the free feeds of things about UFOs, ancient mysteries, ghosts, so forth and so on. And as best I can tell, I have never once since February of, or either whenever I started the full month, probably March of 2011, I've never missed getting every episode out during a given calendar month based on my time. I mean, if you're in England, I might have put one out at 11 o'clock at night Eastern on the last day of the month, but I've never missed a month. I'm very proud of that. Shannon says, hello from Oregon. Michelle says, yay, finally catching alive. Hey, Michelle. When are you going to go on Joe Rogan? When am I going to be invited? That would be awesome. I think that would help the numbers a little bit. But thanks for the thought. And Stan, if you have an inside connection to Joe, I do like his show. And I do think the thing is, I think he does a fantastic job. So I don't begrudge him at all. Good for him. Good for him. Irma says, I've been listening to you since 2011. She loves the podcast. Let me do this. I'm going to try to and see if I can. I don't know if you can edit this on the fly. I'm just going to, let me just do one thing. Virtual group members, please follow the directions. I'm just typing something to our virtual campfire group. I apologize. And follow to show your name on comments. Okay, hopefully that'll get us to all of the different destinations. Let's see who again. Joanne says, hey, I like that skeleton behind your head. Thank you. Thank you. I've built up little pieces over the years. I go out someplace and I'll say, I'll add that to the set. My wife said I have too much stuff in the background, but I keep adding stuff. Nat says, forget Rogan, go on Stern. Now, let me say this. I'm also a great admirer of Howard Stern, and I think he's one of the best interviewers out there. I think that people think of him as a shock jock, and certainly I think that's changed a little bit over the years, but he's a fantastic interviewer. I'll tell you what, I don't want to offend anybody. I'll go on both. Hey, Mike, good evening. Eugene, hello from South Dakota. What state, Brenda wants to know, do people call you from the most? Probably California, but that's probably just because it's bigger. That's probably the answer to that one. Jennifer, a big fan of the crime scene. I know that. Thanks, Jennifer. Welcome. Sandra says, hello from Quebec. How cool is that? Thank you, Sandra. What's going on this evening? Well, I just thought I'd come in. I wanted to really ask people to be a part of the holiday ornament contest that's coming up. We've got quite a few nice entries, but we'd love to get more. And I extended the deadline to make that easier. I have to receive it by 6 p.m. Eastern on December 18th. And you can get the details right there at Holiday 2019, JimHaroldHoliday.com/Holiday 2019. Isn't that cool, that ticker thing? This service that I use to do this, StreamYard, is just getting better and better and better. They do a great job. Elsa says, hello from Cali. See, I told you, California. Nicholas says, love the podcast. Thank you. Melanie says, hello from Cali. Matthew says, hey, from Melbourne, Australia. That is so cool. I thought the state most people called in was the state of shock. Very funny, Greg. And Greg's been on the show, as I recall, on our show Campfire. I almost forgot the name of it. Hey, now I bet that's from our virtual campfire group, so I bet it's working now. We were having problems streaming to our virtual campfire group, but I bet that I'm on there now. Let me take a look. My hair looks awesome, by the way. Well, thank you. Thank you, Jennifer. Yes. It is working on virtual campfire. So I don't know what the issue was, but it's okay. Hello from Buffalo, New York. Hello. And if you're in the virtual campfire group or the plus group, there's a little link there. Click on that to authenticate the StreamYard app so we can see your names, if you could. How's the podcast that Dar and I do? Well, there should be a new episode coming out soon. And I actually think that coming next year, we're going to continue the show. We're going to get more serious about putting it out on a regular basis. And we're going to tweak the show a bit and kind of refocus it. And if you listen to this upcoming episode, you'll hear about that. But definitely 2020, I'm hoping, is a big year for that podcast I do with my wife, Dar. And I think she's great on air, and I think she does a great job. and we just need to do something maybe a little bit different than what we've been doing. But I think that it'll maintain a lot of the same spirit. I think that you'll like it. Honest says, "This is great. We could see you live. Thank you." We have a listener from upstate New York. Love your podcast. Thank you. Matthew says, "I have heaps of mates from Australia that listen, literally like 10 of them. You're a legend over here." Yeah. Going to call in with a story for a first time soon. That would be great. And by the way, if you're wondering, our campfire submissions will reopen in early January. We're literally filled up for the next, I think we're recording, what is it, 2 more times before the end of the year. All of those slots are filled up, and we still have a backlog from other calls this year, but we're going to restart up in January. So stay tuned for that. Oh, Patrick said I was getting ready to comment on a sweet haircut. Jennifer beat me. Well, cool. Well, thank you, Patrick. I appreciate it. Irma wants to know, who was my most memorable guest on the podcast? Ooh. Actually, the person that really hit me in a big way, there's been many of them. Brad Steiger, Rosemary Ellen Guiley. But on my TV podcast, I got to interview Ed Asner, who was Mr. Grant on the Mary Tyler Moore Show. And I think that was my fanboy moment. Also got to interview on that show, the Great TV Podcast, which I no longer do, but is still available to listen to. I got to interview Marianne from Gilligan's Island. So, we'll be seeing you in Nashville. Yes. Yes, by the way, I can even pop up a banner for that real quick. Let me create a banner. If you want to get tickets to my live show in Nashville, jimharold.com/live. Nashville tickets. It's one of those things where I really hope that we're able to sell this Nashville show out. The thing is that a lot of people say, well, come to Los Angeles or come to Chicago or come to New York. And I want to do all that. I'd love to come to at least every region of the country next year, but we have to sell out Nashville. So, right there, you can, it says Nashville tickets. But if you want to get your ticket to Nashville, go to jimharold.com/live. We'll be doing that March 24th. It's going to be Campfire Live. We're going to have some surprises, tell some campfire stories, get some campfire stories from the audience. Also, there's going to be a meet and greet opportunity for the VIP tickets, and tickets are really reasonable. We're talking $20 for the general admission, $30 for the VIP tickets, of which I think there's only 50 total of those. So if you want to get those, you better hurry up, because I know those are selling at a greater pace than the general admission right now. So please go to jimharold.com/live, and I hope to see you there. Let's see. What are you? Ooh, one of our virtual campfire group members. I'm from Costa Rica. I have a couple of family stories that you would call head scratcher. Yes. After the beginning of January, go to jimharold.com/campfire and sign up for that, please. Has Rosemary called me on from beyond yet? No, but you know what? Who knows? Who knows? I think if somebody could do it, it would be Rosemary. She was a great lady. She is a great lady. Jennifer said, "Oh, how I love the TV podcast." Me too. It just didn't catch. It's one of those things where you love doing something, but when I do this, I have to really, I'm one person. I have some great people helping me behind the scenes, but Jim Harold Media has one full-time employee, and you're looking at him. And I have to focus on things that people are really going to resonate with and respond to, because I only have so much time. So that's a show I really am very sad I don't do anymore. And who knows, I never say never. If there's a great clamoring for it, I would do it again. And I've noticed some podcasts have popped up that are very similar to that show. And again, I don't think they're copying me. I think it's kind of an obvious thing. Interview classic TV stars, but who knows what'll come with time. Lori says she loved In Search Of. Me too. My favorite. Let's see here. Eugene says, "You are the gentleman of the paranormal world. Keep up the podcast world. Keep up the great spooky stories. Greetings from British Columbia, Eugene. Thank you. Feels like I should be able to see the fragile behind you. Yes. In the upper, I guess what would that be? Your upper left, there is a leg lamp. Just getting cut off there. Good to see you too. Thank you so much for joining us. Hi, Jim from Brownsville, Texas. I love you and your ghost stories. Thank you so much. Longtime fan, keep up the awesome stories. Thank you. Greg says Ed Asner was anchorman on the CBS tug of war team on the Battle of Network Stars. Greg, you are probably the only person other than myself who would know something like that. Sherry says, hi, Jim from Pennsylvania. Okay, let's go up here. I've missed some comments here. Elsa wants to know, are there any stories that have really creeped me out? There was one, the mirror one from way back when, the Christmas one. If you haven't heard that, I think that was 2010 or 2011. And that was the gentleman who saw ghost twins coming down the stairs and saying, oh, what a mirror image we. And another mirror story we had earlier this year, which was about a guy who got a haunted mirror and some ghosts that came with it. Of course, the Roadhouse Saloon and the Black-Eyed Kid story from a few years ago we got from the man who lived in a college town. The Black-Eyed Kid knocked on his door and he saw the black eyes. So those are just a few. And how could I forget the one with the police officer who ran up on the weird kind of feral man, and a lot of strangeness ensued. Those are just a few of my favorites. Nevada Shadow People update. I'll have to submit it when you're not so backed up. Yes, please do in January. Thank you. Jennifer says she could wish she could make it to the live Nashville show. Beautiful there too. And I understand that some people can't make it to the live show. Finances, they're too far away. What I ask is if you're within driving distance, a comfortable driving distance for you, you come see us if you can, if health allows, if finances allow. The actual tickets are pretty inexpensive. Brenda says, hey, Night Owl. Hello. Actually, I have a confession to make. I just took like a 2.5 hour nap. I was planning on going live earlier, and I really wanted to encourage people to enter the holiday ornament contest. And I thought, well, I'll go live later because maybe we'll catch some people on the West Coast we wouldn't either normally get. Here's an example of a very nice ornament. This one was done by Janet Boyer. And I don't think you could see here, but they're little skulls. And this little rib cage and bones. This little piece here says 2019. Very intricate. These are one of the entries that we've gotten with the holiday ornament contest. So I hope that you will participate. And to do that, go to jimharold.com/holiday2019. You'll see all the details there. I have extended the deadline. Now I need to receive it by December 18th for consideration. And basically what happens is we have a panel of people who will look at the ornaments and select them, including myself. And we all grade them, and we add all the grades together, and we come up with a winner. The winner will get a $75 Amazon gift card. So I think that's a pretty good deal. I hope this show in Nashville, I'm assuming, goes great so you could come to Denver. Let's hope so. All right. Jennifer says, greetings from Jen from North Carolina, listening to the podcast since 2005. I'm an OG paranormal podcast listener. Wow. 2005. Anybody who's been listening since 2005, forever my gratitude, because really the early people, you just kind of gave me the impetus to say, hey, there's something here I should continue. Basically what happened, just to recap, was I started in 2005 and I started relatively seriously, like a lot of podcasters, and then life happened and I got some managerial jobs, and I would go months without doing a show. And, but I never took it down. I never took the show down. I was spending that $20 a month to keep it up. And, I was thinking, I should take that down, wasting but something told me not to do it. And then I had gone through a couple of jobs and ended up this one place I thought was going to be the greatest job ever. And I got in a few months and said, well, it's a good job, but it's not the greatest job ever. And this is 2008. And I was at my daughter's T-ball game. I was listening to the tremendous Dan Carlin, and he had sponsors. And I'm like, Jim, what are you doing? There are people who love your shows. They email you, when is the next episode coming out? You need to get serious about this. So I did, and then started the Plus Club in 2011, early 2011, went full time in mid 2012. So Jennifer, thank you to you and to everybody, but thanks, a special thank you to all of our very early listeners in the early years, because it gave me the courage to move forward with this. And thank you so much. Where can we find the date? Oh, for Nashville, I'm assuming you're talking about the date for the Nashville event is March 24th. In fact, let's do this. I'll just put this up. March. Okay. And we'll just do some of that. How's that? That answers the question about Nashville. So it's March 24th, Nashville tickets, Campfire Live. Just go to jimharold.com/live. That's jimharold.com/live. Jennifer says that ornament came out great. Wish I was crafty. Sometimes very simple ornaments can be very powerful. Jennifer. Peter says hello from Australia. Hello. Max said, love the 10th anniversary episode. The Roadhouse is definitely one of my top 5. Yeah, that one is a classic. Am I doing the round table at year's end? Also, perhaps John Hogue. Ooh, John would have been a great idea. Yes, we are doing a round table this year. It'll be with Ryan Sprague and Micah Hanks. We've got to coordinate schedules, but that is the plan. The Hitchhiker too. Yeah, we had a cool Hitchhiker story for sure, Mary. There's some great campfire stories out there, definitely. And let's see how many people we've got. 35 people watching. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Any other questions for me? Any other comments, thoughts, whatever it might be? I would certainly appreciate it. And again, we really hope that you're able to enter that holiday ornament contest at jimharold.com/holiday2019. It's one of those things that really there's nothing in it for me personally other than some very nice ornaments. But I want to do it as a way of giving back and kind of having the community contribute. And I love this time of year. I love Christmas. And I just think it's really a cool thing. Speaking of which, there is a holiday video party coming up, much like what we did for Halloween. It is going to be a week from tonight on December 17th, 7:30 to 9:30 ET. Trivia, prizes, and more fun. Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitter. So wherever you're watching now, it'll be there. So I hope that you're able to join us. Wayne says, hello from England, on the road again. Yes, Wayne's a musician. Excellent. I love his profile pic there. With that, looks like a classic electric guitar. That is so awesome. Love that. So I hope that you'll all be able to make the holiday video party be similar to what we did for Halloween. We had a lot of fun. A lot of people joined us. So I hope that's able to happen. I'm getting dinging on my phone, so I've got to silence it. Jennifer says, keep the crime scene coming in, all the spookies. I'll check the site for Nashville and Ornament Tales Night All. Good night, Jennifer. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. So I hope that everybody will be able to join us on this holiday video party. It should be a lot of fun. That is December 17th at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Trivia, prizes, and more fun. And then also my holiday ornament contest. The extended deadline is 12/18. Details at jimharold.com/holiday2019. And I really appreciate all of you. I thank you for tuning in. I hope that you're having a great holiday season, and thank you for tuning in. Please tell your friends, and of course, stay spooky. Talk to you next time. Stay tuned for Campfire this week. and more shows. We appreciate it. Bye-bye. Good night.